Hi everyone, welcome back to Living Wisdom and Dharma World. Today, we're going to explore something that quietly shapes every part of our lives, whether we notice it or not, and that's the power of letting go. Now, I know, that phrase, just let it go, gets tossed around like a life motto, right? Sounds so easy when someone says it, but if you've ever actually tried to let go, maybe in the middle of a heated argument, or while reliving a past mistake, or clinging to something you really want, you know it's not simple at all. So, what did the Buddha actually mean when he talked about letting go? How do we apply that in real life? Not just when we're sitting on the cushion meditating, but in our day-to-day, in our relationships, in the chaos of work, and when we're just wrestling with our own tangled up thoughts? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to inspire others on their path of discovery. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your reflections may spark meaningful conversations and mutual growth. Together, let's start our exploration. Why letting go is so important? Let's start with the big view. The Buddha once said something that really gets to the heart of the path in Dhammapada 348. Let go of what is before. Let go of what is behind. Let go of what is in between. With a heart released in every way, you will come no more to birth and death. That line touches everything, the past, the future, even the now. It points to our human tendency to cling to our memories, our plans, our identities, our roles, even the things we feel we should be doing right now. And all that clinging, it creates suffering. It keeps the wheels spinning, grasping, wanting, resisting. So, what's the alternative? It's not apathy. It's not checking out. It's release. A kind of letting go that's rooted in wisdom and compassion. A deep trust that when we loosen our grip, something freer and more peaceful can emerge. Letting go of thoughts and stories. Let's begin with our own minds, because that's usually where things get tangled first. Think about how often we get stuck in mental loops. Maybe you're driving and suddenly your mind's replaying an awkward conversation from 3 years ago. Or you're lying in bed, wide awake, already worrying about a meeting that hasn't even happened. Or someone says something that hits a nerve, and before you know it, you're spiraling into, why would they say that? And what if they think this? The Buddha had a word for this, papaka, which means mental proliferation. One thought blooms into 10, and 10 into 100. It's like mental Velcro. But here's the deep truth. You are not your thoughts. They arise. They pass. Just like clouds drifting across the sky. And in the Satipaṭṭhāna Sutta, the Buddha gives us a beautiful practice. One knows, a thought with desire has arisen in me. One knows, a thought with ill will has arisen. One knows when it has passed away. So what do? We notice. We name it. We don't fight the thought. We don't feed it either. We just gently say, oh, there's fear, there's craving, there's anger, and then we breathe and we whisper, not mine, not me. Let it pass. It's like opening your hand instead of clenching a fist. There's so much freedom in that simple gesture. Letting go in work and career. This one hits close to home for a lot of us. Work is important. It gives us purpose, stability, a sense of contribution. But it can also become a trap if we start tying our self-worth to achievement. We crave praise, fear criticism, and hold on tightly to titles, roles, and future plans. The moment we don't get the outcome we wanted, we feel crushed. This kind of craving, called tan, is one of the Buddha's central teachings on the roots of suffering. Now, the Buddha didn't say you shouldn't have goals. Far from it. He spoke of right livelihood as an essential part of the Noble Eightfold Path. He encouraged effort, but the key is effort without attachment to outcome. Here's a teaching that really shifts perspective in Dhammapada 39. One who acts with a pure mind, free of craving, hatred, and delusion, will find peace in every action. So instead of constantly asking, will I succeed? Try asking, am I acting with clarity and kindness? In real life, that means give your full effort, do your best, show up wholeheartedly, but then release the grip. Whether it ends in praise or criticism, promotion or failure, can you stay balanced? This is what we call upek or equanimity. Not checking out, but fully engaged, just not entangled. Letting go in relationships. Now this is where it gets tender, because we all want love. We all want connection, but sometimes we hold on too tightly. We turn love into control. We cling to people. We replay old wounds. We wait for apologies. We want people to behave a certain way so that we can feel okay. But the Buddha's vision of love is radically freeing. In the Metta Sutta, he says, even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all beings. Boundless, not clingy, not possessive. That kind of love isn't about owning someone or changing them or getting something back. It's about holding people with compassion, not gripping them in fear. And when we're hurt, and let's be honest, relationships bring pain, we have a choice. The Buddha says in Dhammapada 3-4, he abused me, he struck me, he overcame me, he robbed me. And those who harbor such thoughts, hatred is not appeased. But when we let go of the story, when we stop feeding the grudge, we find peace. So maybe pause and ask, what am I holding on to in this relationship? An expectation? A resentment? A need to control? What would it feel like to love with more space? With more freedom? Letting go of the self. Now we get to the deepest layer, the big one, letting go of me. This is where the Buddha's teaching on anat, or not self, comes into view. He said in Dhammapada 279, all phenomena are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. But this isn't about denying your existence. It's about loosening your grip on the fixed identity you think you are. Think about how often we tell ourselves stories like, I'm always the one who gets hurt. I'm just not good enough. I'm this kind of person. I have to be right. I am the victim. These are just mental formations, habits, not truth. When we sit in meditation, we begin to see something remarkable. There's a thought and awareness. There's a feeling and awareness. And we realize the awareness is steady, open, not bound by those passing waves. The more we rest there, the more we can let go of being somebody and instead just be. How do we practice letting go day by day? Letting go isn't one dramatic, movie-worthy moment. It's small, gentle, daily acts of release. Here are some ways we can bring this into life. First, mindfulness in the moment. The next time you catch yourself clinging, pause, name it, breathe. Just say, let this go. That's enough. Second, a simple mantra can really help anchor you. Something like, I let go of what I cannot control. I return to peace. Say it softly to yourself when you feel tight inside. Third, reflect on impermanence. Everything changes. Even this tension. Even this argument. Even this fear. The Buddha said, all conditioned things are impermanent. When we remember that, letting go feels a little easier. Fourth, cultivate loving kindness. Wishing someone well, especially someone who's hard to love, has this magical way of melting resentment. It loosens the knot of, I'm right, they're wrong. And fifth, surrender outcomes. Set your intention, do your best, and then let the results go where they go. You're not in charge of the whole universe, and that's okay. Final reflection. Letting go is wisdom. Letting go is love. So, dear friends, letting go isn't about giving up. It's not losing. It's about trust. Trusting the Dharma. Trusting life. Trusting that when you stop clinging, you start really living. There's this image in the tradition of a snake shedding its skin. That's us. We shed our past again and again. Our stories, our fears, our need to be in control. We don't let go to fall. We let go to fly. If this teaching spoke to your heart, give it a like and subscribe to Living Wisdom and Dharma World. And maybe share it with someone who's carrying something heavy today. You never know whose heart might be lifted by your kindness. May we all learn to let go with compassion, courage, and clarity.